folks don't see us in the hospital like they do their nurses or their doctors or their respiratory therapists, but we are truly behind the scenes. My name is Claudia Ogburn. I am Pharmacy Director here at LeConte Medical Center in East Tennessee in Sevierville. I've been here 34 years. I oversee my staff, all the pharmacy staff, pharmacists, the technicians. I'm responsible for all of the regulatory requirements, whether it's Joint Commission, the state, CMS, whatever. I'm responsible for policies and procedures related to pharmacy and medication. I'm on safety committees, on chairman of the P&T committee, lots of stroke committee, just all the different committees because we are a smaller facility, so you're wearing a lot of hats. I come in around 7 o'clock in the morning. We look at what happened during the night because we're open from 6A to 6P, so we're not open 24/7. We have pharmacists at one of our sister facilities that process our orders and cover things after hours. So we see what happened the night before, see what things we need to address early in the morning. Start off with a safety huddle, which is an interdepartmental meeting to see what happens, what's going on today, what are we going to need to address, what special needs are out there, kind of look at discharges, admissions, and just address whatever happened overnight and what's going to be happening during the day as far as we know. I have 4 full-time pharmacists and 2 PRN pharmacists. I have 6 full-time technicians and 2 PRN technicians and myself. And I have a buyer, a pharmacy buyer, who works part-time technician, part-time buyer. I think it gives you the best of everything. You never know what's going to hit the door or what you're going to be doing from moment to moment. Because we're small, we do everything. You know, at larger hospitals, you have more specialized types of responsibilities. But here, you're doing everything from the administrative role to the clinical role to the teamwork to the Joint Commission standards. You're doing everything. So and plus, it's small enough where you know everyone, and it's more of a family atmosphere. The culture is very different. If you need to address something with the doctor, they're right upstairs, you know, and we have a great working relationship with our physicians, with our intensivist, our pulmonologist, with our ED physician. So we know one another. We trust one another. We've been working together all these years, and so it's very easy to get things done. Well, first of all, I think you need to be very an eager learner. You know, you have to be really wanting to know what's the latest best practice out there. You have to be collaborative. You have to be a great team player because no longer are we silos. We are working constantly with all the different departments, support departments in the hospital. You have to be willing to accept change because, you know, and you've got to give and take because so many times maybe what's not best for us is certainly best for the nurse or for the patient or for the doctor or whatever. So we've got to be willing to give and take and work together. So I think being collaborative, being willing to change, eager to learn, and to just communicate. I love that you never know what's going to happen next. It's never boring. It is always a challenge. And you know there's an answer out there. And you know if you've got a great team and everybody's working together, and they're smart, you know you're going to get the best answer to whatever it is you're trying to fix. Well, I knew in high school that I wanted to be a pharmacist. My family had some friends who were pharmacy directors in Nashville, and so I just always knew that's what I wanted to do. So I started out in college, and I went the 2-year track. Got accepted into pharmacy school and went straight to Memphis to UT and finished there. I worked in a hospital for several years, and then we moved back to East Tennessee. And then I did some part-time work. Didn't really like that. Did a little short stint in retail. Didn't like that. Had an opportunity to go with the home infusion company, which I loved. It was really a different environment, a different type of patient, a different type of care. And I learned a whole lot about what's available in the outpatient setting for patients that need to get discharged from the hospital, from an acute care setting. So, and then after that, then this position became available, and that was 34 years ago, and I've been here ever since, and I've loved it. Particularly for hospital pharmacy, acute care facilities, I think they'd be very surprised to know that the specialized type of information we have to keep up with. We have board certifications now for antibiotics, for, critical care, for oncology, for all types of things. So folks don't see us in the hospital like they do their nurses or their doctors or their respiratory therapists, but we are truly behind the scenes looking for drug interactions, calculating doses, adjusting doses, making recommendations to our physicians who really depend on us for those best practice recommendations, because everything is so specialized now. But there are so many things and details that go on behind the scenes that no one sees but us. So unless you're really in there doing these things day to day, you don't realize how much care is taken to take care of our patients. We are more